Smoke a purse so sweet with Hot Thoughts TV.
Y'all know what the fuck we doing, man. It's Hot Thoughts TV. Niggas hot in the bitch, man.
I'm smoking a purse so sweet with Hot Thoughts TV.
Alright, so yeah, we was thinking about, a little bit of the background info. So, you mentioned where you were from and that you've been a part of the music industry, if I'm not mistaken, would you say 23 years?
23 years.
That's good numbers right there. So what led you into that? Like as a young nigga, what were you into?
I've been a street nigga since I jumped off the porch and not glamorizing that shit, but it's the truth. I went to the penitentiary, got out, and went back to the streets, and one night my cousin, Red Boy, called my phone. He was like, man, you want to ride down to Beaumont? Zero have a show down there. He just got out. This is when the I Hate You bitch song was popping. It was hot. Zero was smoking hot because he fresh out the penitentiary. We went out there, we pulled up. I seen all these cars trying to get in the parking lot. The parking lot full. Get in the back of the club, the whole club packed, all in the backstage packed. But Zero is in his bubble. Be comfortable, be cool. He go do his show, come back out, get in his car, burn out. And that amazed me. Like, out of all this bullshit that's going on, this nigga got a system to keep him cool and comfortable. Like, that's the type of shit I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, I probably like maybe a couple of weeks after that, I started working with Zero. I started doing his management. First started off on the road with him and just got my OJT like that, bro. Just got involved and transferred all my energy to this music industry. I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah. So, taking a step back again, so before, the penitentiary and things like that happen, you as a young nigga, like, what's some shit you seeing growing up? What's some shit influencing you, whether it's the music or, you seeing niggas outside with that bag or...
So I'm from Fifth Ward, and it was all about getting money. It was all about looking up to the niggas that had the money. They had the new cars, the rims and shit. And music has always been an influence on my life because, we learned different shit from music from all over because we didn't travel. So we listened to the different lingos and what's going on. So that was my influence from the music. It really had me locked in as a kid. But, I was in the streets, man. I even got an offer to work with Rap-A-Lot a long time ago. I was like, I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying? But just doing my thing in the streets, hustling, and I had to wake up by doing 7 years of my motherfucking life. And I said, I can't give these people no more of my time.
You had to find something there.
And this shit, the music really saved me. And that's no bullshit.
Yeah, so if you're able to speak on it, because, people in comments going to want to know, 7 years is a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What did you go in for, and what were some of the units that you were at?
I went in for aggravated robbery. My case was on, it stopped soap operas. I was on a movie we had and got jammed up for a robbery case. We used to go hit licks on jewelry stores and shit. And I got jammed up one day. That shit just backfired on me. And I got a 10-year sentence and I had to do 7 years on it. I was on Justice 3, which was like the last unit I was on. And before that I was on a bunch of pre-release, like what they call them motherfuckers, not pre-release units. It was whatever them little units you get the year and all that, 2 years and all that with the state jail felony. They was putting us on them state jail units and Dominguez, Gaza West. I was on Darrington too for a little while. So yeah, I rolled through the motherfucking system a lot for that 7 years.
Yeah, so, at that time, you locked up, where is your head mentally? Like, is it, you thinking about, like, what you were missing out on the free world? Is it like another world now that you engulfed in?
Whole different world. I was focused on what I was doing in that motherfucker, man. Because if you start thinking about what's going on outside the walls, you're gonna do some hard time. So, after maybe 3 years, I did the first 3 years real hard, but after that, I kind of like slowed down and kind of grew up in that motherfucker, man. Cause you can't think about what your gal doing and that ain't your gal no more. You can't think about none of that shit. You can't think about that shit because it's gonna make your time hard. Yeah.
So coming home, you come home, do you return to Fifth Ward? At that time, like, where is Houston music at? Like, what's going on?
Rap-A-Lot had the torch at the time. The Ghetto Boys was smoking hot. I got out and went straight back to the streets though. I used to be the weed man, I used to be the weed man, so that was my main hustle. But, I tried to shake that shit off myself, but I think I was just addicted to the bread.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But once I got into this music shit, I invested all my time into it, all my energy. The hustling I was doing on the streets, I put it into this motherfucking music because that's all it's about. It's a hustle.
Yeah.
No,
you
gotta find the right mood, right lit, and put, whoever you working with involved in that shit. So I kind of transferred a lot of my street knowledge and things into this music shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. So at that time, like you mentioned earlier, like jumping off the porch, what were some of the things, or maybe, people that influenced that? Was it just like, maybe trying to help with bring some extra bread to the house? So, you just influenced by you seeing niggas your age, they starting to have things and you.
So, man, I don't know, man. It was just shit. In the war, you kind of around that shit. If you not a little nigga that's in the house watching cartoons and shit, if you out in the streets and you got niggas that's in the streets, you gonna hear about what's happening, and you gonna try this shit, and that's really. I didn't have a specific thing other than selling weed that I did. Everything, I tried it all. Credit cards, like selling dope, all that. I done did all that shit. Cause once you hear it in the streets, what's happening, what's the new thing, you gonna try this shit. Coming out the ward, I don't know about no other hoods or nothing like that, but coming out the ward, that was the advertisement, is the streets, what's popping, what's happening now. You know what I'm saying? So I just got involved in every motherfucking thing, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.